Okay, so we're here backstage at Kerry Fashion Week. It's the 6th annual Kerry Fashion Week, and let's see who we can find an interview. It's absolutely buzzing back here. There are models running all over the place. So I think I see John O'Neill over there. We're going to see if we can catch him. I just want to ask you about the type of hair that you're doing for Kerry Fashion Week now tonight. Can you just explain it to us?
We want something really simple and edgy, something that is going to showcase the clothes and complement everything and is going to look good on every girl. So it's very simple. What we're doing is a couple of ponytails, everything going smooth back and scrape low on the neck, so it looks great on everyone.
My collection this year is all about fun, colour, vibrant, almost inspired by Willy Wonka's the garden scene when they went in to see all the beautiful sweets and chocolate in that iconic movie. One of my favourite ones at the moment would be Kelsey, which is an orange piece just down here. And what I love about it is it's simplistic but it's architectural and it's just a strong pop of colour, and Kelsey's can be made in any shade so that they're a very popular piece. The inspiration behind it started as stellar evolution, so looking at stars and kind of how a star evolves, and from there kind of started to get into something around ice and matter, and a little bit of the Ice Queen and kind of that whole kind of edgy and strong, but a lot of kind of softness insofar as there's a lot of bleeding from colours like light darks to lights and things like that. The blue mohawk is probably one of my favourites because it's really strong, but and the colour is just turned out really nicely, and it's got a really great reflective because there's some mirroring in there as well, and it showcases the ombre idea, and it's kind of, out of all of them I think it's become my favourite piece. The base is a velour felt, and then the trimmings are ginseng, so it brings ginseng in from Australia, and then the mirror plastic, it's a thermoplastic, so it can be moulded and blocked over shapes, but it can also be cut. So it was kind of a playing with the materials, and then hand dyeing the ginseng as well to get that effect from bleeding from a colour into something dark.
I'm here for the new collections. I'm showing my spring-summer collections, making its exclusive debut here, so I'm very excited and nice to see you wearing the very first piece. Kerry Fashion Week has been kind of monumental in my fashion career so far. Getting the one to watch was really important for me with regards to exposure, just confidence to keep going and kind of refine the brand. It's very much orientated around a certain theme with elements of that carried through to create the story. So this one was actually inspired by the album cover to Bob Dylan's 1965 album, Bringing It All Back Home. So the collection has been named that. It features Sally Grossman in the centre of the frame in a really bold red, kind of surrounded by shades of white and grey and blacks. So I've tried to kind of fuse that through, and so the colour palette starts with a fresh white, and then you get all these vibrant shades, very clean silhouette, little bit of a 60s, very early 60s vibe, but not too mod. So it's kind of like a perfect fusion of classic with contemporary elements and cut. We have to talk about the Oscars. You showed a dress at the Oscars. Can you tell us about that?
I did, actually. Kerry again, maybe I lived here in a past life. It's been very good to me. I dressed an Oscar nominated producer last year. Fola Cronin O'Reilly was her name, and I got to fly to Hollywood, dress her on the morning, get to a few parties, but it's nothing like the crack back home, in fairness. An amazing experience to see one of my pieces on like the world's most coveted red carpet. So again, another kind of notch in the belt, very exciting, and just kind of a bit of a daydream, bit surreal at this stage, but really nice to look back, and got amazing, kind of acclaim and reception here back at home. So it's a great boost. Loved every minute.
Of course, we're all very proud of our Irish here. So we look very much forward to your collection on the catwalk now tonight.
You.
So here again with Laura Jane Halton.
Here I am with Dan O'Neill backstage at Kerry Fashion Week after catching him in the act of hemming one of his amazing creations. Hi Dan, how are you?
How are you, Grace? Lovely to speak to you.
You too, so it's great to have you here. Again at Kerry Fashion Week, you started out in 2009, I believe.
I did. It was a big honour way back then when I started Thea. I had just started the collection when Orla invited me to come back and show it, which was a big honour at the time. And here I am many years later with an even bigger collection, and it's still an honour to be here.
That's great. I suppose Kerry is where you're from anyway, so it's probably a proud moment for you to be showing your worldwide collection here again.
It's very exciting. Obviously everyone knows I'm from Ballyhaig, and everyone in Ballyhaig is very proud of me, and it's sort of crept a little bit beyond Ballyhaig at this stage. But yeah, it's a big honour to be here and show everyone at home up close what I do and what the dresses look like, and it's very exciting.
Exactly, because you're based in New York, aren't you?
I am based in New York, coming up on 20 years at this stage, yeah. I've become you can hear the American accent, I'm sure.
Not really, only a small bit. So you showed some of your collection at the Oscars this year. So can you tell us about that? It must have been amazing.
Well, it was very exciting. We were given the opportunity to dress Gabor Sidibe, and we dressed Oprah Winfrey a few years ago for the Oscars, and she was very excited and the dress looked great on her. And Gabor was looking for someone who could make her look good in a dress, because she had issues and had gotten a lot of negative press recently, and she was looking for someone that could sort of turn the tide for her. And they came to us about a month ago, which gave us very little time, and we made 2 gowns for her. We didn't actually get to meet her, we were given very specific measurements, and as usual she got the dress and we heard she loved them, but you never know until they show up on the red carpet if they chose to wear the dress. And I was sitting in Paris at dinner and we were texting backwards and forwards, is she, isn't she, isn't she? And they're like, okay, she is, but don't tell anyone until she makes it onto the red carpet. And she looked fantastic. I was so happy for her.